watching To KASA Style.
Good morning, New Mexico. I'm Chad Brummett.
And I'm Brittany Flowers, and this is the second half hour of To KASA Style. Still to come in this half hour, are you having trouble getting your kids to brush their teeth properly? Well, we have a dentist in the studio, and he's going to break the myths of flossing, and he's going to help you guys get a routine started.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's quite the challenge sometimes to get Annalise to brush. Moving on, February was National Dental Month, and just because the month is over, it doesn't mean that we forget about keeping the pearly whites white, clean, and fresh.
That's right. And one of the most missteps is flossing. And it's important to teach your children the right method while doing that. And when you're doing that, may the floss be with you. Oh, gosh. And joining us now to chat about a creative way to make flossing fun and to chat about Darth Vader is Dr. Joel Gould. Thank you for joining us.
Now, this is cool. So we got very excited about this morning, and
Yes.
Brittany loves her puns. That's one of my favorite puns. May the floss be with you.
Yes.
All right, so you do actually have an interesting story about Darth Vader and why we're talking about Darth Vader and flossing.
That's right, I do.
What is it?
Well, in Vancouver, Canada, where I was a dentist for 10 years, we were on call for the movie industry. And one day I heard my assistant scream from the back of the office, "Oh my God, Darth Vader's coming in today." And I thought, okay, Darth Vader. Sure enough, an hour or two later, there's James Earl Jones sitting in my chair.
Whoa.
So I come into the room and I'm sort of nervous and I go, "Oh, Mr. Jones, you know, I got to be honest with you. I'm a little nervous working on the mouth that's attached to the most recognizable voice on the planet."
That's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. After everything was over, there was no blood or pain. He turned to me and calmly said, "Obi-Wan has taught you well.
Oh, my God.
You have overcome your fears." So today I have the three mistakes that, the three floss mistakes Darth Vader would never make.
Okay.
And it's really easy. So the first mistake, and hopefully nobody will make these mistakes as well, is using floss.
Okay.
This is your grandmother's floss. It's outdated.
Okay.
Flossing has evolved. This is a flosser.
This
Okay.
beautiful
So this is the future of
thing
flossing.
This is the
right
future of
here.
flossing. And if you think about it, you've got to wind this floss around your fingers. You got to be in a mirror. It's a mess. You can't feel where you're getting to. You can only floss in the morning, and you got to get to work. You're busy. At the end of the day,
Look
you're
at this.
tired, right? So what this allows you to do is to go between all your teeth with one hand, clean it much more effectively, remove plaque, and when you're done, you just toss it away. You don't have to get your hands dirty.
I know, you don't cut off all the circulation of your fingers.
That's right.
You know, and I was just telling them I was really nervous when he got here because these new tools are the things that I actually use to floss, and I thought you were going to come in here and tell us that they were terrible for us, but I'm really happy that you're saying it's the new, this is the way of the world. So what are some of the mistakes that people make besides the floss?
Right, so the second mistake is not having floss with you when you're available to floss. So with these flossers, you get them in a bag. You can buy 3, 4, 5 bags and put them everywhere where you have time to floss. In front of your TV or computer. You can keep it in your purse or briefcase. I keep mine in the car. You can't text, you might as well floss.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, good point.
While you're watching To KASA Style on your couch.
You're flossing right now. And the third mistake that
The
people
third
make.
mistake is giving up. Okay, Darth Vader would never give up on flossing, and neither should you. So what happens is you go get your teeth cleaned and you get the little goodie bag with the floss and the toothbrush and you say, okay, look at this. This time I'm going to be a regular flosser. I'm going to floss every day. You know you should because it's better breath, less gum disease, less in cavities, and you do it really well, and then one day you're out of floss.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, you really want to floss, but with these flossers in every conceivable location, you're not going to run out. But the most important thing about flossing is it's really a marathon, it's not a sprint. If you miss a day, a week, or a month, just get right back to it. Pick up the flosser and start again. Don't wait until the next time you come to the dentist or a week before you go to the dentist.
Because then you bleed like crazy. My dentist always says you have to floss the teeth that you want to keep.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good way to put it.
So all of them.
Well, of course, you know, Brittany and I both have 3-year-olds. Sometimes it is an absolute uphill battle to get the kids to brush, let alone floss. So what age should we start getting our kids to floss?
With children, it depends. When children's teeth come in, a lot of times there's spaces between them, so it's not critical to floss.
That's how my daughter's is.
There you go. But with this flosser, again, the way to do it is bring your child to you, and instead of having them look at you and try to get in their mouth, is bring them and have them just tip their head back. And now you have access to their whole mouth. And again, you can just quickly go through. Start as early as you can so that it's a normal habit for them. And you can try and make it fun. You know, the kids like to chew on all kinds of things, so you know, you can give it to them and they can play with it as well. And this is easy
so that
to
they're
use.
familiar with it.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean, if they see you doing it at home, you know, they're more likely to want to do it. Just like Cannon sees us brush our teeth, and so he's fine with brushing his teeth. So So
Yeah, that's great. Doctor, thank you so much for coming in. Thanks for sharing the story about Darth Vader.
My pleasure.
Fun.
Thank you.
All right, guys, for more information on how to get yourself and your kids in a regular habit of flossing, head over to KASA.com. Well, still to come this morning.